What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is your go-to guy, DXYZ, and in this video let me show you how I pulled off this greatest heist the most exciting and thrilling way possible here in Astrocade time-lapse style. So let's get started. So let's get this ultimate heist collectathon started. In doing so, let's start with the background theme. And the background theme will be in anime art style, and we're gonna select, or rather gonna generate bank heist background theme. So while we're waiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Okay, once that is done, let me just go over on the starting position. Alright, so let's start with the squares here. So what particular reason is these squares? Well, there is a reason, because I plan to make an underground passageway. So I'm elevating the ground from up. Okay, and this would be the end of that path, because this is now a new area to explore. So as I've said, it is a bank, so the only way to get inside the vault is to get underground. But later on I will show you, but first let me just design the bank itself. And what is the sole reason of the bank itself? Just for the show, I guess. Well, if you indeed planning to make a heist, why not visit the place that you're going to rob, right? To, survey the area or such. I don't know, that is how it's done in the movies as I watch it. So what I'm doing right now is designing the flooring area and just making a bit of decorations on the starting point where I'm going to be, and making it like there's a job or a construction job visible on this path, because that's how usually a bank job is being pulled off if there are distractions. So this is a distraction. Now let me design the actual bank. So I'm start up with these goofy pillars here. I don't know how that come out, but I like them, so I put them in there. Alright, now I'm gonna be doing something that I haven't done before, and it's lettering. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually generate the actual letters to place in here the word bank. So I'm making the effort as possible of generating these letters so that I can place them above, or rather here. Okay, and why not just stop there? I'm gonna be placing my name there. So I want this to be owned by me. This is the bank that I own in this game, so good for me. Yeah. Okay, so DXYZ Bank is now placed. So let's now create the insides of this bank here. So we're now going to placing now a rather similar or simple roof here. Well, as you can see, the bank is really small. I don't know why, but yeah. So I'm placing now those ATMs and the Q ticket machine. So right now I'm trying to find the right table for the teller, and I think this is the right one. Now adding a bit of decorations inside. Now for this purpose that I'm doing, this is rather unfinished in my perspective because I'm trying to create a 3D image of this bank here. That's why you see the safe is rather set on behind rather than it's going to be fully exposed. So I'm going for like a 3D view here. But since I'm no artist, or rather I'm not good at art, I couldn't pull off the greatest 2D to 3D setting of this image here. So I just got stuck with this, and I thought to myself, hey, I see something like these big signs on banks on the wall, so yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. So I'm just gonna put my initials here, and I just move forward. It's sad that I wasn't able to make the 3D image that I want to, but I'm gonna have practice with that. Don't worry. There will be a time for a video that I will possibly create a 2D, 3D image. Okay, so the bank is done. So let's now proceed to the underground. So this is where your other stuffs will be placed because you are going to be pulling a bank job. So you need a laptop and a walkie-talkie, and of course your IT specialist. This will help you give you an insight of what you will be expecting on the inside of the vault. But before that, let me just create this simple tunnel that I have been, well, showing to you right now. I'm going to be placing some rats. Okay, now moving on to the vault area. So the initial thought here is there's going to be 2 areas for puzzles, but I wanted this to be more exciting. If you watch my previous game, the Jurassic Park game, I put there a puzzle similar of like cracking a code there so that you won't have access to the trap doors that will hold you there. So I recreated that same pattern of puzzle here on this game because, well, you are in a bank. So if you're in a bank, there are codes to crack to make them open. Well, I couldn't think of a way of doing the dials, the vault dials, so I have no way of recreating that. So I recreated this type of code cracking. Well, I made a few variations, like not making them very even, so I'm going to alternate, like this one I'm showing. It's alternate per column, and it's going to be the same concept. I'm going to be placing a shrink ability on the front or at the start of this puzzle. Then in between these box here is going to be a maximize and a bounce. What happens is if you get in contact with the maximize and the bounce, it will glitch out you upwards, and that will be where the trap room is located. So the objective of this puzzle is to find the path without those abilities. So this is what I'm aiming for, and this is how I want the players to spend their 2 minutes, or not really 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes of their time trying to crack the code to get into the safe vault. Well, this is a heist, right? So you will indeed put a bit of effort to note down those codes to get to the safe. And as I mentioned, it's going to be 2 puzzles, but I opted not to do the second puzzle because it might get them less time to actually get the points they needed to secure and win the game. So now I'm going to create. So now I'm going to show you how I created the security room that's just above the first puzzle area, and this will be a trap room for the player if they are ever shot up here. Well, there are 2 possible ways that they can be trapped. It's here on the security room, or if they get the maximized and did not, or they were trapped in between the 2 columns, because there is no other way for them to escape on that unless they respawn out. Okay, so I'm just doing this a bit of decoration because I don't want the guards here to be bored out of their minds that having recreational activities here, and even a bathroom. So these are the damaging objects I'll be lining up in the floor. That's because, well, I like them. I like to punish those players. Yeah. So these are the security guards as well. You have damaging objects and security guards that will hurt you. Yeah. So I'm going for a lot of them, and I alternate their colors to red, blue, and red. Hey, red, blue, and white. Sorry. Okay. Now that's done, let me now show you the final area of this game, which is a safe. Now, if you're thinking this map here is quite small, yes it is. I didn't plan to make it entirely big because I wanted it to be so simple or not. The map is the right amount, right size of it, but the difficulty will make the time more challenging for the player and more satisfying once they have reached this area. That means they crack the code, and now they will now have a chance to be in this area to get this collectible. There it is, the cash. So the cash will only just be available in the middle, but there's going to be a twist here, and I'll be showing it to you later. The areas that the items there that you see, like this green bag here, well, this is a hideaway object, meaning you can hide behind these items. So that will put you on a stealth mode, and this is something that I have thought of placing on this item, on this game, or rather in this area. Sorry. Now these red lights here, these red beams here, these are like security measures. Security red. I don't know how to pronounce them. I'm sorry. You tell me. You put it in the comments. And now let us now put the guards here. I'm going for dogs, but I wasn't able to pull off the right amount of, or the correct dog here. So I go for the same guards as well, the red, blue, and the white. So this is the twist that I mentioned. There are guards here. They're going to be wandering, and that's why there's hideaway items here for you to hide so that you won't be caught, and at the same time you have to grab the loot as much as you can until timer runs out. So that is the essence of this heist here: to solve a puzzle and to, well, distract and loot as many as possible. Alright, so some scattering here some of the message zones to get a clear story of how this game goes. So this will definitely show you or tell you how things will progress as you move on from one area to another area. Alright, so let me now show you the complete creation of this game. As you can see, I just placed a bit of buildings on the outside, and this is the bank itself. So you can see it's rather small. So now let's see a gameplay. Alright, so I just went into the bank and, you know, just for the looks. And I go down and proceed myself to going into the safe area. So let me show you first what happens if you make a mistake. See, I got shot up on the trap room with those guards, and there's no checkpoint here, take note. Alright, so I'm gonna go back again, and this time I'll be showing the correct path to go to the next area. So, if you're wondering why I put those animals there, well, there's a reason for it, and I think it's kind of cool because if you're gonna do some code cracking, well, I went with animal stickers. So I'm now in the safe room, so you can see those are a lot of guards here, and I made a few changes about the guards here to make it more challenging and more fun. So I enlarged their sizes. At first, I was able to jump over them because of their size, so that poses somewhat of a easy difficulty. So I enlarged them so that the player or the new players that will be playing this game won't have a easy time jumping over them. Yeah, I'm that evil. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. So I want them to grab them as much as they can. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video and had a great time out of it. If you do so, be sure to leave a like and subscribe as well for more videos like this in the future. If you want to try out Astrocade, I'll be leaving the link in the description box down below so you can try it out. And if you have any thoughts on this video, be sure to leave your comments down below. So as always, thank you very much for watching this video. This is your go-to guide, the XYZ, and I'll see you on the next one.